What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, I wanted to check out some more Formula One, and y'all know this is the new channel, so I always try to post it in the community tab on the Wilson Family 4D so y'all can see, because some of the videos y'all request, I said I was going to do those other videos outside of music on this channel. Shout out to my guy Peter for sending me recommendations and always keeping me up to date what I need. When I ask for something, my guys right there to always send it to me. So thank you, Peter. And we here with why do Formula One cars cost so much? Because I'm like, dang, I was asking about the money and stuff. And I'm going to do a video later too about how much it really costs. Just how much you have to spend in this sport, how much the racers and all the staff get paid in this sport. But we finna check this out. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and continue to send down recommendations. But let's see, let's check it out.
Let me start with a quick question. If I gave you $12 million to spend on anything you wanted, what would you buy? A mansion?
I had to stop. Hey, I might get a mansion. I ain't gonna lie, that look nice. That don't look like it's $12
Beverly
million.
Hills, living among the celebs. A 1960 Ferrari 250 GT SWB in mint condition. Or maybe this 38-meter Supernova yacht.
See, some of those, the house was nice. But I'm going to ask y'all, what y'all think? Leave it in the comments. What would you buy with $12 million? Right? I ain't going to lie. I'll probably buy my own island and this. Like, people won't even know I got $12 million, you know? Because sometimes people be like, can I borrow? People that needed $20 all of a sudden need $200,000. You know? So I might just be like, 12, I ain't got no money. You know
be in mint condition. Or maybe this 38-meter Supernova yacht.
That is nice,
that's what most people would buy. But if you're like me, an absolute motorsport fanatic who likes to do some racing when I can, then a Formula One car might be what you're after. That's right, the total cost of a Formula One car comes in at a cool $12.2 million. And that's before you factor in a pit stop crew and the mechanics. We know Formula One is an extremely expensive sport. I've said this many times on my channel, but what is it exactly about a modern-day Formula One car that makes it cost about the same as 450 Volkswagen Golfs?
That look nice.
Well, stick around for the next 10 minutes or so as I dive into exactly that. So before I dive into why they are so expensive, let's have a look at the different parts of the car and see just how much they are worth.
It look nice though. It look nice.
Well, it makes most sense to start at the front of the car, which of course is the front wing. A brand new one of these will cost $150,000 just by itself.
That's a house.
So you can imagine the man in charge of the books at Haas has been quite busy this season.
Dang.
Well, now moving further down the car, we have the main...
Oh my god, I know I keep stopping, but my heart just hurt because I'm like, when they crash, that's 12 mil. Ow.
Body of the car, including the monocoque, or what's known as the chassis. Well, this will set you back $600,000. That's over double the cost of the average house price in the UK. And then to complete the shell of the car, the rear wing will cost a relatively cheap $85,000. So just to have the visible shell of the car, ignoring all the components inside, that will set you back $835,000. And so adding the gearbox, $400,000. Fuel tank, $140,000, hydraulics, $170,000, and a steering wheel, $50,000. This comes out to just under $1.6 million. That's obviously a huge figure, but only around 10% of the total cost.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Get a free click fraud audit now.
That's a lot of money.
Well, of course.
Dang, when they wreck, does that mean they have to come out the driver's pocket or something, or the sponsor's pocket when they wreck? Like, who pockets does it come out?
You need a set of tires, but that's only an extra $2,700. And you need to keep the driver's head protected, so here's where the halo comes in, which costs $17,000. But we are still nowhere near the total cost of $12.2 million.
Where's this 12 coming from?
Well, that's because I've forgotten the most important part. The beating heart of a Formula One car. The engine. The cost of a Formula One engine obviously depends on how good it is and how much money is put into its performance.
That's true.
But on average, the cost of a Formula One engine sits at an eye-watering $10.5 million. I'm sure you expect the engine to be the most expensive part, but I'm sure you didn't expect it to take up 86% of
the
total cost.
That's a lot.
Well, I'll get on to why the engine in particular is so expensive, but let's first compare the cost of a Formula 1 car to other motorsports and competitions. It's actually very interesting when looking at the top levels of motorsport as a whole, and it really just supports the fact that Formula 1 is the pinnacle of motorsport. The second most expensive to Formula 1 is interestingly MotoGP, which stands at around $4 million per bike.
Dang.
And when you think about it, it does make some sense, seeing as MotoGP is the pinnacle of motorbike racing.
I used to play those games on like the PlayStation, PlayStation 1.
Comparing it to the other big four of LMP1, the World Rally Championship, Formula E, and IndyCar, Formula 1 is head and shoulders above the rest.
How fast do these cars go?
But then again, that's not so surprising. Formula 1 is a much larger sport, with much more money flowing through it, while a sport like Formula E is actually designed to be relatively cheap to compete in. So that's a little bit of context behind what goes into the cost of a Formula 1 car. But why are these parts so expensive to build and develop? And especially, why is the engine so much more expensive than any other part of the car?
Always need a good engine though.
Well, the most obvious reason as to why it's expensive are the materials used to make a Formula 1 car. For example, why a front wing is $150,000 is mainly because it is made purely out of a material called carbon fiber, which is very expensive because of how difficult and strenuous it is to manufacture.
Dang.
And not only is the front wing made out of carbon fiber, but also other parts such as the rear wing, monocoque, engine cover, floor, and everything in between. Carbon fiber is a perfect material for Formula 1 because it is extremely strong, allowing a driver to be protected, but it is also very light, allowing the car to go very fast.
Wow.
Then the actual components within the car, such as the brakes, are built using complex composite materials, which are able to withstand temperatures of up to 1000 degrees Celsius before melting and failing, while the engine is made of forged aluminium and iron-based alloys because it is much lighter and more durable than steel.
Wow.
These incredibly strong and durable materials are one big reason why Formula 1 cars are so expensive. But that's not the whole story, because after all, other motorsport categories such as LMP1 and Formula E use the same materials. But as you saw earlier, the cost of these cars is dramatically lower. Here's where the stuff we don't really see comes into play. A big reason a Formula 1 car is so expensive is because of the large-scale infrastructure used to actually build the cars, such as the factories, machines, technology, etc, etc.
Oh my god.
To be more exact, I'm referring...
I know they banking themselves. Gosh. Just to build a car? Hey, I'll take a job to build a car, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I started school in engineering. I know a little something, a little bit.
Factories, machines, technology, etc, etc. To be more exact, I'm referring to all the various machines used to build every nut, bolt, and aerodynamic wing that goes into the cars. And as well as the machines that build the physical components, there are hundreds of computer programs and softwares used to process the enormous amounts of data used in Formula 1. So yeah, while $12.2 million does sound like a lot of money, the total cost of the machinery and equipment used to build the cars is going to be much, much more.
Probably
and then once you factor in the salaries of the hundreds of engineers that work on developing the car, the total amount of money spent on the operations and development is massive. Much more than the $12.2 million amount that the car is actually worth. And so, as you saw earlier, the cost of the engine takes up the majority of the cost of the car. And here's why. In essence, the teams invest much more money and resources into the building of the engine, because it is the most important part of the car. The aspect of the engine that differs to most other parts of the car is its importance to be reliable and not break down. This is why they spend upwards of $10 million making it as bulletproof as possible.
Dang.
And as we've seen in the past 7 years, having the best engine will win you titles.
That's a fact.
A lot of them. So you might be a bit confused. The total value of a Formula 1 car is $12.2 million.
That's the crazy thing.
But the amount of money spent on the operations is way more than that. Well, that's because the money factored into the $12.2 million valuation of the car is based on the initial cost of building the car, including the materials, machinery, and everything I just spoke about a moment ago. So it's very hard to show you how the $12.2 million is split between materials, machinery, and salaries. But there you go. I hope this video helped to explain a little why Formula 1 cars are so expensive to build, and if you'd like any more videos about Formula 1, such as how F1 teams make money, or why is F1 so expensive, then head over to my channel, and let me know in the comments section below what you would buy with $12.2 million, and as always, make sure to like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell to be reminded of any new videos.
Okay, the Racing Pilot. That was good and detailed. I'm gonna have to check out more on this channel. 12.2 million. Man, it would be nice to have. I ain't gonna lie. It would be nice to have. For sure. Like I said, drop down in the comments. What would y'all do with 12.2? 12.2 million? I definitely will retire on the spot. Now I'm retired. I'll be at home chilling. Probably traveling, seeing the world or something. Definitely, I will get me a mansion. You know, why not? You only live once. I will get a mansion. I got the money too. I don't need a big. I just need like $1 million mansion. I don't need a $12 million man. You know. I got a nice car now. You know, I ain't gotta worry about a car. I will test drive. If they gave me the opportunity to test drive an F1 car, I'll pay for that. You know, I don't need one. I just need to test drive one. See how fast that thing go. But yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. They're definitely finna check out more. Now I'm finna see how much they make, how much the staff and everything make. Cause I did not know it was this expensive. I didn't. I knew it was in the millions, but I didn't know it was the highest. Hey, I'm shocked. I am shocked, but hey, send me more recommendations and y'all hit that subscribe button. That's all I have. Y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.